Praise the Lord. God is good. God is great. Jesus is alive and well. Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, call a familiar face. Call all the folks you know, from your family and relatives to your friends, your classmates, your roommates, your significant others, your spouses, and everyone else. From friends, amigos, comrades, compadres, to your frenemies and enemies. Tell them that your boy is doing his YouTube CVS station identification. No, it is not. The Pharmacy, its channel vlog show, known as WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here is your host of the show, where there's ordinary and there's him. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much for that wonderful intro, Mr. Announcer. Hey, Eric Lima here, coming at you with another episode of WEML-TV, Channel 77. This is episode 762. I do apologize for not making a video sooner, even though I came home a little early today after working 6 to 10. It has not been, I should say, it has been a crazy week, to say the least. We had a lot of changes happen at work, and possibly, I would say, the worst timing of it of all is we lost 2 employees. So, and pray for me throughout the rest of this Christmas season and throughout the winter and all that, because it is not going to be a fun winter for me as far as working there, because of the shorthandedness that we have. It could affect into life outside of work, and that would not be a good thing for me. But hope I can make it through. I can, and hope we can get through. As long as it's not snowing at the moment, that's fine. I'm praying that this winter ends up being as mild as it can. But if not, just help. I pray that God protects me and helps me through this. So maybe makes me want to look in the mirror and maybe think about getting my own changes being made. But I'll worry about that next year, next calendar year. When January 1st hits, I'm going to be doing a lot of thinking and just a lot of pondering and just maybe I need to make a change myself. We never know for sure, But right now, everything's in God's hands, to say the least. So, if anybody out there believes in the power of prayer, pray for me. Hopefully I can get through it. I don't want it to be, because I may or may not be able to upload a whole lot of videos during the winter time, of course. I may not, or might not be available for rant and rave. If it doesn't snow on a Thursday, that's cool. All right. All the other days, or Tuesday or Thursdays, And so I may have to watch, who knows what's going to happen, because it is a Christmas season, and the timing of 2 employees leaving, 2 former employees now leaving, is very, very bad timing, and it could, and being short-handed as we are already, we can get easily screwed, and that could really affect us down the road. And sometimes, we just have a new general manager as well running them all, and she might make some changes too, and that could affect us down the road. But my schedule is not affected so far. I'm still working in the mornings, Monday through Saturday. So that's good so far, so far. So maybe I'm, trying to do a lot of thinking and everything else, and maybe I have to make my own changes. But right now, I'm going to try to hang in there, be patient, and I'm going to keep going. I know the holidays have been tough on me and my family for the last 4 or 5 years. It has not been very easy, to say the least. But I'm trying to stay strong, stand tall, and trying to keep going. Keep going, keep rolling on. That's the name of the game here in life, is just keep on trucking, keep on going. Just never give up, never quit. Just got to keep going. I have to admit, I hate this job sometimes. But you know what, though? Sometimes you got to keep going. You can't quit right now until the right decision comes along. And, it has been tough. It has been tough. Anyways, so enough of the crap of real life outside. A lot of people. So why don't you talk about real life? Why don't you talk about what happens and all that? Well, I don't want to reveal too much. All right. I want to talk about the entertaining stuff, and that's what I'm going to focus on when it comes to my YouTube content. So I don't want trolls saying crap about my job, my life, my family, and all. And I'm trying, sometimes try to be real, but then trolls think it's a joke to mock it. And I'm going to say, oh, well, we're going to mock you because you're a loser and all that. Listen, circumstances happen, and that's the way it is. And if you can't accept that, then you're going to, that's why I block people, because it's like they don't get it. They don't understand where, my situation, my life, and everything else. And just, it is, like I said, it is what it is. Que sera, sera. It is what it is, and, wish I could change it. Wish I had the power to change my circumstances. I wish I wish I had all that, but unfortunately, it is what it is. So, I'm trying to hang in there, all right? But Black Friday weekend's almost over, thank God. Well, I think after the Christmas season and when winter starts relaxing a little bit, because usually it is slow and everything else, and sometimes, unfortunately, everything happens. So, here we go. A Survivor Series fallout on the SmackDown side of things on SmackDown 205 Live from last night, November 26, 2021. Caleb Braxton kicks off SmackDown and about to announce about Brock Lesnar. And Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns interrupt her. Heyman starts being creepy towards Caleb Braxton. I love Caleb Braxton. Stop being creepy, Paul Heyman. And then they had a matchup, Jeff Hardy and Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. Hardy and McIntyre didn't win the matchup. And then Aaliyah and Caleb Braxton were talking it back, and then Paul Heyman once again being a creep towards Caleb Braxton. That's right. Paul Heyman is a creep when it comes to Caleb Braxton. I like Caleb Braxton. She's pretty. But Heyman is being a creep and talking about Brock Lesnar. What's the rumors about Brock Lesnar? Well, if you hadn't run your mouth like an idiot, Paul Heyman, maybe you wouldn't find out whether or not Brock Lesnar's suspension has been lifted. And that's what it's all about. Then they had Ridge Holland, who is getting high praise from Sheamus. And as Ridge Holland says that he idolizes Sheamus. Cesaro went one-on-one because of what happened in that Fatal 4-Way last week. And then, Ridge Holland's inexperience did cost him in the matchup, as Cesaro did pick up the victory over Ridge Holland in his in-ring debut. And because Sheamus, he was too busy showboating, and Sheamus is like, yeah, go, fella, go, and everything else. So there's that. And Drew McIntyre was talking to Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce. There is a Black Friday Invitational Battle Royal to determine who will face Roman Reigns for the title next. And Drew McIntyre says, hey, listen, just let me know if I'm going to be in this thing or not. And it's okay. So, anyways, Rick Boogs introduced Shinsuke Nakamura, who's got a cast on his arm. So, I hope he's okay. And if he's not okay, he's got to defend the Intercontinental title somehow. A lot of people complain that he's not been defending the title as much. I'm hoping that Shinsuke will defend the title soon. Then they have a Thanksgiving leftovers throwdown between Rick Boogs and Angel Garza, a.k.a. Angel. And then during that matchup between Rick Boogs and Angel Garza, I'm going to say Angel Garza for the sake of it. I don't care what WWE says. Humberto Carrillo decided to steal Rick Boogs' guitar and starts rocking with it. I'm like, dude, do you know how to rock a guitar? And then Shinsuke Nakamura kicks him through the table, gets him down, and then grabs the guitar away from him. But then that distraction cost Rick Boogs the match against Angel Garza. Angel did pick up the victory over Rick Boogs. Charlotte Flair, Charlotte Flair was interviewed by Michael Cole before the commercial break. After the commercial break, Caleb Braxton interviewed Adam Pearce talking about Brock Lesnar, and he goes, and Brock, he says, I hope not, but then again, stranger things have happened, he says. Aha. So, Adam Pearce may know a thing or two. He says, stranger things have happened before. And then Charlotte Flair was talking about her match against Becky Lynch, and then Toni Storm interrupts Charlotte Flair, and then Toni Storm says, I knew it. I knew Becky would beat you. Yeah, about you and me go one-on-one. So Charlotte Flair tries to take a swing at her. Storm missed. Storm tried to fight her. And then Charlotte Flair hit Toni Storm in the face with 2 pies. I mean, a lot of people complain that's humiliating and all that. Charlotte Flair does not know who she's dealing with yet. Charlotte Flair is the most decorated champ. But we're talking about Toni Storm, a former NXT UK Women's Champion, and a Mae Young Classic winner. Has Charlotte Flair done any of that? Nope. She's done everything else. But I think Toni Storm is about to get her retribution, you know. And Charlotte Flair, you know, Charlotte Flair is Charlotte Flair. I mean, come on now. But then again, I think it's about time that Toni Storm gets her retribution. And believe me, it ain't going to be very pretty for the Queen. Then Sasha Banks confronts Sonya Deville about Naomi and Survivor Series and all that. And then Sonya Deville's your fault. Okay, you like Naomi's? I'll tell you what. I'll put you and Naomi in a tag match against Shayna Baszler and Natalya. Fine. So Naomi and Sasha Banks teamed up against Natalya and Shayna Baszler, who know each other. Natalya's been training a lot with Shayna Baszler before Baszler even made it to the WWE. So, and ended up, Naomi and Sasha Banks ended up picking the victory up over Natalya and Shayna Baszler, and then Naomi confronts Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville's like, congratulations, and I was like, now what? You going to step up to me or what? You know, Sonya Deville always talk about putting your hair up and square up. I think it's about time Sonya Deville does exactly that. When? I don't know. I'm hoping that soon. Then they had a vignette of Xia Li, the Protector, where her brother was being bullied, and then, you know, her brother was being bullied after being kind of nice and more passive. He's not a violent person. But then Xia Li, in comic-wise, kicked the bully's butt. And Xia Li's coming soon. What is Xia Li's mission, being the Protector? Her goal is to be obviously SmackDown Women's Champion. Xia Li is going to be someone to watch. Watch out for her. And then the list of names in the Battle Royal. And Sheamus tells McIntyre that his name's not on the list. And Sheamus starts laughing about it. Then, but these were the names that were in the Battle Royal. Just give me a second here. And I wrote down Drew Gulak, both members of the Viking Raiders, both Los Lotharios, Sheamus, Ridge Holland, Jeff Hardy, Ricochet, Shanky, Jinder Mahal, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Rick Boogs, Mace Mansoor, Happy Corbett, and Riddick Moss. But then Drew McIntyre, not being very happy about being part of the match, came out charging to the ring with his sword, Angela, and swings everybody out of there. I think he's going to go berserker on somebody. But then Adam Pearce tells him to get out of the ring. So Drew McIntyre goes, fine, I'll get out. And so I think Roman Reigns and Sonya Deville had a hand in not having McIntyre in that Battle Royal. Roman Reigns is scared of Drew McIntyre. You're scared, Roman. You're scared. Say you're scared. And all that. But Drew, and here's Paul Heyman says that you better come up with something about Brock Lesnar at the end of the night or you're gone. And there you go. Paul Heyman being creepy around Sonya Deville again. Heyman, stop it. Now you want her job? Caleb Braxton again, not Sonya Deville. Caleb Braxton. Heyman, knock it off. And then Drew McIntyre, charged to the ring. And then we all thought that Jeff Hardy won the Battle Royal, but no, it was Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn wasn't eliminated in the matchup. Caleb Braxton about to interview Sami Zayn, but she got the news that Brock Lesnar's suspension has been lifted. And he might be coming next week to SmackDown. Adam Pearce is not happy about it. Neither is the Bloodline and Paul Heyman. Neither is Sami Zayn. Only one person that has the right to pull that shot. To pull that edict. Vince McMahon may have something to do with it. He probably was ticked off at Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce for not having the superstar to come up with the egg thing. That could be a payback for doing that. So Vince goes, okay, since they failed to do their job, and finding the egg person, and Austin Theory came in, he goes, I say, if he has the ability to give Austin Theory a title shot against Big E, he has that power to lift Brock Lesnar's suspension. And I think Vince McMahon was the one that called that shot, in my personal opinion. That's what I think what happened. And that would be a smart move, So let's go to 205 Live. The majority of the show was the ladies in action. Valentina Feroz went a one-on-one with Elektra Lopez of Legado del Fantasma. And Elektra Lopez did end up winning the matchup. Amari Miller went one-on-one with Erica Yan, the newest Chinese superstar of NXT. Amari Miller did win the matchup. And then the main event, Andre Chase, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman Jr., went up against Solo Sikoa. And before the matchup, Chase decided to run his mouth. Andre Chase decided to run his mouth about Sikoa. Guess who won that one? Solo Sikoa. Sequoia is the name of the tree. Sikoa. Speaking of trees, Solo Sikoa won the matchup. So, and that is your Black Friday Survivor Series fallout of SmackDown and 205 Live. That's all the time we have on this show. And next episode, AEW Rampage Black Friday edition. I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. And until the next episode comes out, I wish you all the peace, the love, and the blessings from the Lord through me to you. All right? I'll see you guys later. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.